Guys, welcome back to the video. Before today's video, I've done another one of my super chat songs. Let me be clear. The boasting here is joking. These super chats add up to a small amount of money. The live streams are great fun and I really love doing them, and I would do them for nothing. I welcome all the viewers and all the comments. If people interact in the chat, it's great. But some people have been moaning about me begging for super chats, and I like to rub salt in their wounds. So here is yet another super chat song.
Come running just as fast as they can, 'cause everybody's crazy about a super chat man. Gold watch, diamond ring, those super chats will buy you anything. €5 or $10. If you don't super chat, then you're out of luck. They come running just as fast as they can, 'cause everybody's crazy about a super chat man.
Guys, welcome back to the show. Today we're going to talk about my top 5, well, no, not my, I think, top 5 most hated fragrance reviewers or fragrance YouTubers. I'm not saying I hate them, I'm saying they get the most hate from my casual observation of the situation. I will do this in no particular order. Here we go, guys. First up, it's got to be in there, hasn't it? Jeremy Fragrance. Jeremy Fragrance gets a lot of hate in the community. Let me tell you why he and a lot of the other people in this list get hatred. Let me explain it. Negativity and hatred online towards people on YouTube basically stems mainly, usually, from one thing. One word. It begins with J. Can you guess what it is? Jealousy. Envy. Resentment. It's jealousy, guys. Jeremy Fragrance has a lot of things that would make people dislike him and be jealous and envious. Number one, he's very good looking. Like him or not, you've got to admit he's very handsome. His physical appearance is excellent. I mean, people say he's doing this, he's doing that, he's going off the rails, but his physique, which he does love to show off, it's impressive. Let's be honest. That there is a perfect level of body fat there, i.e., not much. Nice muscles, but not overly ridiculous, steroid looking. The guy looks good. I'm sorry, he looks very good, presents well. So he's good looking. People hate that. Next thing, he's successful. He's very successful. He's got his own fragrance brand. That's a key factor in people hating people in the YouTube fragrance community. It's all about jealousy. Own fragrance brand, apparently very successful. Looks kind of successful. He's wearing a gold Rolex, etc. Shows off his Ferrari. Okay, third thing, he's not exactly mega modest. He does appear like he is a little bit arrogant. So, yeah, if he was really humble, self-deprecating kind of guy, he might get a little bit more leeway. But yes, he's not that kind of character. But I don't honestly find him obnoxious. So, reasons this guy is hated. Good looking. Very successful. Also very famous. So the more you're known, the more you're going to get hate. And also his channel, apart from being, earning him a lot of money, it's very successful. Biggest amount of views. So it's jealousy also coming from other YouTubers who see him and think, well, he's just being a lot of his videos jumping around, being a clown. He's not really giving in-depth analysis of fragrances. So people hate him for that. They're like, well, I sit here and I give you 10-minute reviews on the latest niche fragrance sample set that I've just got. And I break down all the notes. Why aren't millions of people watching that when they're watching him? It's not fair. Well, it's more entertaining to watch him for the average person. Tough luck. That's the way it goes. So good luck to him. I actually love Jeremy Fragrance. I really like him. But he gets a ton of hate. Do you think he cares? No, he does not care one jot. He's laughing all the way to the bank. But he's one of the most hated people, resented entirely by much less successful people. Success breeds jealousy. Jeremy, the hate means you are winning. Keep it up, sunshine. People, don't forget, fragrance samples, use the code Mr15 if you're in the USA, Puerto Rico or Canada, and get 15% off at myfragrancesamples.com, my recommended place to buy fragrance samples. Go there, link in description. Next up then, It's got to be Demi Rawling. This woman gets a ton of hatred from people. Okay, a lot of the same factors with Jeremy. Very attractive, beautiful woman. Obvious, self-evident that. Okay, fine. Number one, most people don't look as good as her. It hurts, yeah. Next up, hugely successful. Her channel gets a lot of views. That's another thing. People don't like that. Monetarily, it looks like doing really well. Often, I think she now lives in Dubai. Okay, there aren't many poor, well, apart from the indigenous population, but Europeans who go and live in Dubai, not generally struggling for a bob or two. So she's very, very well off, I think, doing very successfully with her channel and her general fragrance-related endeavours. And I wouldn't begrudge her that at all. So that's another factor, successful. Next thing, she's got her own fragrance. She's got a fragrance with the brand, what are they called? Fragrance du Bois, Minuit et Demi. Clever play on words. It means midnight, but it's got her name. I like that clever word. Anyway, her own fragrance brand. Most people, smaller YouTubers who don't have it, people who would love to have their own fragrance brand in the fragrance suite, jealous. These are the reasons people are hated. Other things she's hated for, apparently she's got a boyfriend or partner or whatever you're supposed to call them, who is also in the fragrance industry, and therefore, she must be biased in her review. She must be just plugging everything that this guy is involved with in his thing. Well, not really. And so basically it's being looked at as wrong that she's got a partner that... I don't know, but apparently he's in the fragrance industry too. Well, guess what? Very often people are in a relationship with someone that they met through having similar work or being in the same industry. A doctor and another doctor might be together. They met at medical school, a doctor and a nurse or whatever. Two teachers might be married. They met at teacher training college or when they were working. It's normal. People in the same industry meet each other and they have something in common and they fall in love. And there's nothing wrong with that. She is doing well in the fragrance industry, and so is he. Good luck to them. These people get hate for being successful. It's as simple as that. I don't see anything annoying about her videos. I don't watch a ton of them because they're not exactly what I need to watch to get information about the fragrances I like. But I got a lot of time for her. Great person. Okay, that's the next person. Next up, a bit more of an interesting, different case here. TLTG, Ross. TLTG has been going a couple of years and he's grown really fast. He gets so much hate, not kind of on the Jeremy level, and maybe it's more in the real weird corners of the fragrance community. There's a weird Reddit group where they are obsessed with this guy, and it shows you how a small number of very resentful people can really try and build a horrible toxic nest of hate towards one person. And this guy, for some reason, well, he's become a real focus for one of these weird Reddit groups. He's got a really good channel, over 40,000 subscribers. I think what happened with him is he started off not that long ago and was fairly small for a while. And he was kind of in the community, and there were quite a few contemporary reviewers came out at the same time as him, and they used to interact and collaborate and stuff. And then for whatever reason, he grew faster than them. They didn't like to see that. They got resentful. Don't know if it's one of them leading the Oda jerks, but a lot of people saw it's not fair. We hate it when our friends become successful. So he came from humble beginnings, not a major fragrance industry guy with a huge background in it, just an ordinary guy. And if you look at his channel, the reason that he does well is because the videos are very professionally produced. He presents them really well, and he's working hard. He uploads pretty much every day last time I checked. So hard work, persistence, deserved success. He's not massive, but he's got success. So people now hate him for this. They hate him for some reason. He's pissed somebody off, but it's all about success. He's doing well. He's working hard. Other people can't be bothered, but they don't want to acknowledge that this person has had success through skill and hard work. They want to say, no, he must have cheated. He must have just been lucky. He must have done this. He must have done that. They can't accept the truth that some people get where they are in life because they work hard. Maybe they had a lucky break somewhere, but they kind of deserve it, and he certainly does. But what is the hate? Gets loads of stuff about because he shares stuff about his fitness stuff. They try and take the mickey out of the way he looks or something. Not that he looks bad, he looks great to me, but I think he used to carry a little bit of extra weight. Now he's trimmed down. Physical appearance, they'll zone in on that. Anything they can get you on, they go for me on the old lack of hair. No problem, the guys. I bet none of the people doing the trolling. Maybe there's one good looking and one amongst them. Odds on, most of them probably heavily overweight, scruffy, possibly not blessed with the best bone structure either. Just guessing. So this guy gets a load of hate. I support him 100%. Next up, I'm going to put myself in the list. I get quite a lot of hate. And you know what? I'm pretty proud of that. If you get haters, you get trolls. It means you're doing something right. Now, I'm not a massive reviewer. I'm certainly not anywhere near Jeremy Fragrance levels or anything like that. But I think I'm kind of punching above my weight, considering the size of my channel, the amount of people I've managed to annoy. Well, I'm quite pleased. I'm quite impressed with myself. I'll give you a couple of reasons why. First of all, I got one thing that's a typical factor. Oh, by the way, Ross Carlos also had his own fragrance. That's a key factor. Own fragrance, they hate you. I've got my own fragrance brand that I launched, Naughton & Wilson. Fantastic fragrances. Gravitas Pour On, follow the link in the description. Amazing fougere, acclaimed by many, many reviewers, not just on YouTube. Miguel Matos loved it. So do a lot of other big, big people. Anyway, people, that really annoys people. They're jealous. They can't. Why has he got his own fragrance brand? That stupid English smug guy. I hate him. So that's the first thing. Handsome, good-looking, athletic, yes, obviously. But let's move on swiftly from that. Next thing, of course, I have actually done a few things to annoy people. I'm a little bit more controversial than some reviewers. So I did a review about top 10 sexiest women reviewers. That annoyed some people who thought it was sexist. It wasn't, but they didn't quite get it. So to be fair, I have done some things to stir people up. I do live streaming, more interacting. You get a little bit more back and forth. So this can bring hate. The more you kind of go live and stuff, people will interact and grate with you. So I'm quite cheeky, and I plug the super chats. And, you know, this is like I make nothing, £30 from a video for 3 hours work or something. But people get this idea in your head that you're there. Oh, why is he getting money for that, for doing nothing? He's begging. It's not fair. So any sign of success, getting a couple of super chats on a live stream, having your own fragrance brand, being able to get some sort of respectable perfumers and bigger channels outside the YouTube genre to come on my live stream. Resentment. It's all about resentment. So well done to me, punching above my weight with a relatively modest number of views and not that much success in reality. But I've tricked some people to think I have, and they can't stand it. I love it. They hate me. Guys, if you're enjoying the video, you like that I do something different in the community, and you know I'm the main live streaming channel, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays. Subscribe to see it. Don't miss it. Subscribe now. Now for our number. I'm going to put this guy number one, and the rest were in no particular order. The final guy, the silhouette with the arrow, I was like, who is it? Who is it? I tell you what, there's one guy in the fragrance community who he's really punching above his weight with a really small channel, but a lot of people cannot stand this guy, and he's the one guy in the list. I've got to be honest. He's earned the hate, and that is Mr. Miami Cuddles. So he's been coming on my live streams for a while. I've banned him now. I've never had such negative feedback up against any guest on my live stream as I do with him. People cannot stand the guy. He is toxic. He's actually, I think, a guy with a good heart. I was talking to another big fragrance YouTuber the other day. They said, you know what? Deep down, he's got a good heart. He just wants to be loved. And I think that's actually true. I think there are worse people in the community than him. And out of the some of the ones I've encountered, he's not the worst to me, but he really annoys people. He keeps going on about political stuff on his channel, ranting, very bad views about women, very disrespectful towards her. I'm sorry, Neil, but it's true. I've tried to help him. I've reached out to him. I've said, come on the stream. I'll share your link. I've been on his live stream. I've even given him an episode one-on-one with me on my channel. I've said to him I'll go on his channel and he can interview me, or I'll even do a weekly hour show with him on vintage fragrances. But he doesn't want to. He can't do this kind of stuff. He's just got this thing in his brain that makes him spout this crazy political stuff, hateful stuff, derogatory stuff about people comes out of his mouth. He to be honest, I actually don't hate him. I've got a lot of time for part of that person. There's a good person in there. But he just doesn't want to get on in life in the YouTube fragrance game. He's the one guy, Neil, Miami Cuddles. I'm sorry, I don't have a beef with you. Part of me likes you, or at least part of you. But I've got to hand it to you, for the smallness of your channel and your reach, you're punching well above your weight in terms of the number of haters you've won. Well done to you, the most hated man, pound for pound, in the fragrance community. Miami Cuddles. Guys, let me know what you think of the list in the comments down below. I'll see you in the next video. Remember, whatever you're doing in life, let's project. And sometimes life may stink, but we can always smell good.